Good evening. This is the Bedford Township Park Commission meeting for September 22nd, 2025. The call to order pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This mic is way up. The first item is the approval of the agenda. I do have adding 9D. I forgot to have in there a request for a bench memorial at Anstead Park will be added. And then under presentations, we don't have any scheduled chases here from the township with updates, and we'll just have them go during then. With those quick changes, I need a motion for approval.
Motion to approve the agenda with the added item.
Support.
All in favor? Aaron?
Aye, yes.
Aye.
Aye. And Josh?
Aye.
Agenda is approved for this evening. Approval of the minutes from our past meeting, September 8th. I got them. I briefly glanced through.
Yeah, not much on there, sorry.
Everything looked good as far as I saw.
We didn't motion anything.
No, exactly.
Yeah,
I knew it was.
whatever.
They were brief. I'll motion to approve them unless anybody has any changes that needed added to them.
I'll motion to approve the minutes of the September 8th meeting.
All in favor?
Aye, yes. Aye.
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 Minutes are approved from the 8th. Secretary's
Nothing to report.
Thank you. And treasurer's report for the week.
Treasurer's report, if it can get pulled up on here.
There it goes. There it is. Cleanings.
Yeah, just typical cleanings and energy bills, and then dumpsters and porta johns for Stevens for the month, and then over $4,000 in run revenue for the halls and pavilions.
Perfect. I will motion to approve the agenda. There's nothing out of the ordinary on this. Support. Aaron?
Yes.
Matthew?
Yes.
Myself, I, and Josh.
Aye.
The treasurer's report is approved. That leads to you, Chase. Take away. He's got updates from the township, just with info from around the parks.
Awesome. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, sir.
So, first things first, Josh and I had set in on a,
I was on it too.
what?
I was on it too.
Oh, you were on it too. Okay. On a Teams meeting with Verkada, which is a security company specializing in infrastructure security for schools and parks and government facilities and jails. They have been around for, 10 years now. I think it was 9 years. I think they were 2016-ish.
Yeah.
But they also have a system that they set up a cellular camera, so you can do a cellular gateway and then up to 4 cameras off of that. Now, you do have to run wired connections to the gateway, but you can have, a area that doesn't have Wi-Fi or other internet connection. You can do that. We can provide our own SIM instead of using their SIM card. So there are options there. Just something we're looking into, not necessarily that we want to go with this company, but just that we want to take a look, see what there is out there to possibly curb what the vandalism that you guys have been seeing in the parks so heavily. So I want to thank Josh and you for being on the call, and I thought it was pretty good. So he just followed up today after that call. The water fountains at the parks have been installed. Couple little hookups because they've been, they're new systems to us, but we're getting them worked out. Advanced is coming back out to take a look and just make sure everything's going right. So all is good there. We did receive a couple complaints from Parmley based off the disc golfers. So one gentleman had said that they were complaining that somebody was tying trash bags to the disc golf.
The holes.
Holes, yep, correct word there. And so another gentleman complained that there was a lot of trash. So we're going to ask maintenance if they can take another pass through there during the week just to try and see if we can.
I was there today. Everything's totally fine.
I
Not
just
one
had
piece
this
of trash on the back
I just had
nine.
this complaint come in, What day? On the 21st, so yesterday. So
I definitely walked the back 9 today and cleaned up every piece of trash that's back there, and there were no bags, no cans.
yeah.
Everything's totally cool.
Yeah, this guy says trash from disc golf players accumulating on ground around course 2. That's what he said. Might be hole 2 as
No,
well.
I only did the back 9. I didn't do the front 9, but okay.
But yeah, somebody else was piling all the trash up into a bag and tying it to the holes.
Yeah, they do that.
Picking it up, but then tying
At
it.
least
I know,
picking
yeah,
it
that's what
up.
they do. Yeah,
We
yeah.
appreciate you picking up the trash. If that's what's occurring, please utilize the holes
Barrels.
that are out there and not the hole itself.
I think they're trying to make a statement.
Yep.
I was thinking the same thing.
So,
Okay, car park. Manikin Smith is preparing to put out the pavilion structure repair to bid. We're going to bid it 2 ways. We're going to bid it with replacing all the concrete under the structure and the posts, and just the concrete around the posts and the posts themselves.
okay.
So we'll have 2 different kind of ideas to see what it's going to cost.
Once we get those numbers where we can really dive into
Exactly.
we
and
fully
see- and
replace
see what's
it
happening.
entirely, should we go this route? Okay, perfect.
So, and then Matt and I had sat in for the pre-construction meeting call with ASI for the pickleball courts. They are intending to start soon. Not quite an exact date, but they're looking forward to getting going on that. Also, I want to thank Bedford Indivisible for coming out along with Matt Anger and painting the fences at Carr Park. If anybody's noticed it, now a lot of them are black and they look really nice. So,
They go well with the front fence. to
yes, it matches
match
the
better.
front fence. It's the new aesthetic that we're looking for. It's cleaning things up. So again, I really want to thank Matt and the Bedford Indivisible for that.
And they've volunteered to come out again to finish up because we still have a lot more to go.
And they have not, they don't have much quit in them, that's for sure. So, yep. Samaria Park, the Lions have approved Lidl Power Washing and Painting to come out and repair the open air pavilion and to paint it. So they're going to come out, replace some of the fascia wood that's not looking too great.
Sweet, thank you.
New wood, and then they're going to power wash it, and then they're going to repaint all the wood underneath that's currently painted. So I believe underneath, every painter I talked to said it looked really good, but they're just going to repaint the posts and the ends, so like the T1.
Weedle does awesome.
Get it looking a lot better, and so I really want to thank the Bedford Lions for that. It's really great to have them on our side and so dedicated to the parks.
Absolutely.
But that's all I have for you, gentlemen. Any questions for me?
Anybody have anything for Chase?
What was the quote on that cellular company? Or they didn't give you a quote yet?
We haven't even gotten that far. Their cameras are like $600 a piece, and then you pay a monthly subscription. It's a lot of AI-based cloud. And then the data, if we pay for the data, buy their SIM card, I think was it $1,000 a month or a year for their data card, but we can provide our own SIM card
Store and
to
be able to pull the.
be able to stream, yeah. So there's a certain network we'd have to get on that's owned by Verizon. They all work together for that. So it's called FirstNet. It's a first responder cell service, basically. So
2,400 for the hardware.
it's hard to say exactly. They
You said 4 minimum.
no
Up to 4.
Up to, or
up to 4 cameras per
4 maximum.
Yeah.
per gateway. So we could put
And
one in the middle.
If you're talking Carr, White, Parmley, Samaria, if you
That
want
would be each part.
4 cameras at each. I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard to say it totally yet.
So not cheap.
No.
Okay.
But the software looks nice, the cameras look nice, but again, this is just the first thing we've explored seriously, just to take a look and see what's out there. But they're in jails, they're in governments, they're schools. Notre Dame Academy's one, Springfield schools have some of their cameras. Perrysburg. So there's some local ones that he said we could get contacts to reach out to and talk to them to see how they like it.
Is there anything the township uses at all right now
So
anywhere?
we use Habitat for the township hall.
this facility.
This facility, and then we have Habitat and Guardian at the library. Yeah.
Why do they have 2 security companies for the same building?
I'm not exactly sure. Habitat handles the fire and some of the other stuff like that, and then Guardian handles the cameras over there.
And then our cameras here at this building are handled by Guardian or Habitat.
So I believe it's Habitat, and then we own the cameras and everything here. I'm not 100%. That's
But it's always easier at places where there's already a wireless internet connection because you
yes.
can see right the
So
line.
we're fighting the
have
fact that
that
we don't
at-
have
Right,
any
no, I know.
Any of our locations.
But like, there's
We
no
could
flock
put it in
cameras
the-
anywhere around
we could put it
town
in
or
the
anything
pavilion,
like that.
I mean, the
in
hall.
Bedford. Yeah, there are.
There are flock
Yeah.
cameras.
That's how they've caught several different people.
So who's in charge of the flock cameras? The sheriff?
Yeah.
So Flock owns them, and then they have an agreement with the sheriff's department. Yeah.
Why doesn't the sheriff's department just expand the flat cameras to?
Well, these aren't meant to be license plate readers. This is meant to be like,
But I mean,
criminal activity.
Flock has more than just license plate readers, right? I mean, Flock. I mean,
I'm not as overly familiar with that
I
system.
would think the sheriff's department. Yeah, I mean, I would think the sheriff's
Collins.
could just expand their network, and that might be a lot cheaper than a whole new thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cover the parks.
Yeah, I mean, what cameras are you using all around town? Put one in each park. And
maybe they might have some recommendations on certain companies to use. Maybe whatever they're using for their jail could work for us too.
Sure,
We do have flat cameras over at Seacorn Stearns if you're wondering where they're at.
Huh. I can't believe I haven't noticed. Like I said, you got to pay.
DDA, yeah, there's plenty of shoplifting and stuff.
Interesting. All right.
Anything else?
It's good for now. Yeah.
Oh, good. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks, Chase. That's moving on to item 7's our ComEd Parks Partners. I did not get any update from Kyle from 3B to see if the vandalism and all that kind of minor chaos going on in White Park has dissolved with school starting or what. I'll get an update for you guys just to see where it stands with that, talking about security and all those pieces. ComEd, I didn't get an update for anything from Nancy, but I know they're busy. The youth soccer kicked off. Basketball's going to be starting beginning of November with the younger ages, and then moves right into their big basketball season over winter. So they're busy. Nothing new to report with those items. Baseball contracts, all of them are expiring this fall. We are going to do the 3-year extension, so I'm going to be looking at pulling up contracts, getting all the years and dates and all that updated, and then talking obviously 3B, Bedford Black Ops and Select for renewals if they're interested or not, or where it stands. Obviously 3B is fully committed to White Park at this point, I would assume. That's all I have for ComEd Parks Partners. Comments from the public, limited to 2 minutes. All good. We are moving in then to old and new business. We did add item D there, just noting the bench memorial for Anstad, but we'll start with, we did interviews this past week for Matthew and myself for a recommendation for approval for a new commissioner member to fill our vacant seat. I think we had 3 or 4 total applications. We had 2 interviewees show, and we interviewed, and basically, Matthew, if you want to take the reins on it, we've got our recommendation for us to pass to Township Board for them to approve filling that seat or leaving it vacant, or what the situation may be.
Of the 2 that we had show up for the interviews that we were able to interview, we think that Dawn Anstead would be the best choice. They're both very good choices in my opinion.
If we could have 6 members, I would say let's move to 6.
Exactly. It would have been great to have both. I think Dawn is a very good go-getter. She has a lot of free time. It adds a woman perspective to our board as well. And I think she'll be a good fit.
Absolutely. Like I said, both candidates were nobody's a wrong choice.
She's got a lot of business experience too, and
Area experience, and the candidate doesn't quite have as much free time and is already involved pretty heavily with the library system and doing things with them. I would like to see her run, if not get involved with us anyway. She's biology major and very, very highly knowledgeable in the plants world, especially if we're going into this invasive species world.
Exactly.
Diving into it, I would love to see her involvement with us and getting it there. But like Matthew said, our recommendation, pending a vote and approval, is we're recommending Dawn Anstead to send to Township Board to be our 5th member. I'll motion to have Dawn as the recommendation.
Do we know? Can I?
Yeah, shoot.
Democrat, Republican, Independent?
Didn't even ask.
We don't know.
Didn't ask. We asked about parks.
Stance on taxation or millage?
Millage wouldn't be opposed to, but doesn't see that as an only route and solution.
she likes the idea of going for grants.
Grants is a
Thank
big
you.
push. Neither of them had experience directly writing grants, but are both master's educated, can look into it, have the downtime and the home computer time to be able to go hunting for the grants. That's where, like I said, both candidates were great choices. The job Dawn just kind of stood out to.
Why now and not at the election, I guess, would be the other, I mean, just like what?
Dawn is now semi-retired. That's why.
So it's not just her life change and
She
somebody
has the time
recommended
and
this?
She would like to get involved
She was
with the community.
thinking about running at the time.
Oh, yeah?
And things at the time
didn't
were,
occur.
right.
The other is newer to Bedford directly.
Mm-hmm.
She was teaching in Monroe or Dundee, I can't remember exactly. But she is, like I said, she's already involved in one of the heads at the library system. So it's like, I almost don't want to take her away from the library system and split her time between parks and library. She's such an asset to them over there as well that it's, like I said, that's where we kind of landed on Dawn.
So we say this and then the township
It'll be up
board,
to the township
It's a
board to
recommendation to the board.
and then they could say
They can hire
yes or just
leave the seat vacant,
or just leave it vacant.
which they're not going to do. They're going to go off of our recommendation and our interviews and approval. It's
Theoretically, yeah.
the process. It has to go to them for approval.
Yeah, I mean,
So like I said, I'll put the motion out there for recommending Dawn Anstead to the township board for our 5th seat.
I'll support.
Matthew supports. Aaron,
yes.
Matthew,
Aye.
myself, I, and Josh.
Aye.
We will send that to them and get the next steps done. Next item is a new 4-H club. I've got the info here. It's the Kids on the Rock 4-H Club of Monroe County. Is sent us an email simply requesting if we knew anything in terms of a meeting facility for them for 1 to 2 times a month. Kind of where I stand on it is the only indoor style facility we have as a park commission is our 2 runnable halls. The one's already, a weeknight is already taken up by another club. The AA meeting at Carr, the 4-H in Samaria meets there already once or twice a month. It's, where I'm saying is, unfortunately, we're limited on facilities as well as those are our rentable our structures to be taking up another night on. That is some of our income for the parks. And I'll email them that I'm kind of, unfortunately, we don't have anything available at this time. I would recommend them to start with like the library where it's a free conference room and meeting area and everything's all in there. I mean, there's a lot of facilities for them to be able to utilize between the schools, the library, and unfortunately ours are already
What do they want 1 weekday a
1 or 2 days a month to have their meetings.
weekdays, not weekends.
They
We don't
didn't,
know.
nothing was, no details.
I would check with them and see what they're looking for specifically, other than know, hey, this is what's already taken. So if you have,
I mean, they're a community room or facility,
Right.
space for youth activities or family participants. So a hall is, we
Yeah.
have our 2 halls. I mean, they can more than welcome to go use the pavilions, but that's not going to work well in the winter.
if they're willing to pay, I'm not opposed, but they would just have to pick a time that doesn't conflict with something that's already has established schedule.
Right. I mean, like I said, I'll email them back and kind of go from there with it. Another email we received is the robotics group, FTC, the Bionic Broncos, one of the Bedford robotics clubs. They do a park cleanup every fall as the group. They've done generally the smaller parks in the area, and they're requesting to just make sure, hey, this would be okay in October, November sometime.
Didn't they recommend or ask?
They asked specifically for Centennial Park is what they've done in the past, the side park there off Smith.
Yep.
I have absolutely no problem with it. They basically pick up all the leaves, the debris, the trash, the sticks, you name it. They do a nice weeding of it. They clean it up for fall, especially with everything that comes down.
Yeah.
And then they basically move all the sticks and everything out to the roadside edge there for maintenance to be able to pick up. I don't even think we need to take it to a vote. I'm just going to tell them, absolutely, you're more than welcome to. Please let us know the date so we can notify maintenance so they can get right over there and pick everything up then.
Why Centennial? Why not? Just because
That's the park they've done in the past, so that's what they're aiming for.
It's a smaller group.
It's a smaller group. It's
They're
not
young kids.
So they've done the smaller parks in general, so that's the one they requested. I'm not going to tell them, no, they cannot. Anybody is welcome to help out and cleaning at the park, so we're more than welcome to help.
Have they
Fall
done,
cleanup.
what other parks have they done besides Centennial? Any other pocket parks?
I think they said a couple of the other pocket ones.
Colonial or?
I can't remember. I'd have to, maybe I'll get more info when I email them, but
Okay.
that's just updating you on emails we've received. Last one then, going to item D, is a bench memorial for Anstead Park was requested. She's looking to build a similar wood style bench like what's already out there, and have us place it. If she's providing the same like style wood bench and wants to put a memorial plaque on it, and then is requesting to have it put at one of the two, like where the trail goes into the woods, kind of in those zones, I'm more than okay with that. If she can, I'll obviously reach out to her. And
How many are there right now? 4?
Throughout the entire trail, I think there's 4.
There's one, like if you were
Going back,
one in the woods, one at the way back, and then one, I think there's 4.
by towards the front, the butterfly.
Right.
I wonder if just like, I mean, could she just pick one of those and make a donation to the township? You know, I mean, maybe that's a better way to do it, is just like decorate one of those and call it, and they make a donate. I don't know.
There's always room for more benches too. I can give the option. I mean, either or. I think 2 of those already do have plaques on them.
Do they?
I believe so.
I should know that, I guess. Maybe I'll go walking. Maybe they're already memorial.
Right, that's where-
Yeah.
Put one on the diagonal.
But I mean, I don't see a problem with it other than just, you know.
The only thing with the diagonal is that it's kind of the dividing line when they do the controlled burns, and I don't think you want a wood bench out in just in case. So that's why it's been left open. But yeah, I mean, I've got no problem with it. Again, another item bringing to your guys' attention. I don't think it needs to be for voter approval. I wasn't sure initially if she was requesting, one of the nice metal ones at $1,200 and us to, that's where we would need to vote on it and go. But if they're similar to like our Eagle Scout projects, if they're doing the work, building it, putting it in, they just need us to install it or have maintenance grab it and place it.
So we do the install, they drop it off to us somewhere, and then they'll take it
We'll
out.
figure that detail out.
So maintenance would install it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'd probably have a little bit of a maintenance budget out of our budget for it. But that's all the items I have for old new business. Parks updates and stuff.
Wait, you're going to talk with these folks?
Yep. I'll
Okay.
email back.
All right.
Just basically was putting them on the list to, here's what's been occurring outside of the car park projects. Going into parks updates, Anstead, anything?
Not really, still need a sign and now the bench and the parking lot would always be nice to be improved, but it's being used nice. There are a lot of people out there. So
And it's starting to turn the colors really well. It's now's like prime time for it.
Yeah, the flowers look
Next
great.
couple weeks, it's really nice out there. Samaria?
Not a whole lot to report from Samaria. Just looking at doing a fall cleanup there as well. Thinking about getting a group or 2 that may be interested in doing that. And then we're looking at still doing the walking trail this fall, which would be nice to get that back up
And
and
I
going.
will relay you then their kind of planned date if they give me one, like they said the other group for like Centennial. Because if they schedule a date and you've got a group or something that can schedule Samaria, and we can get a group on like Carr, we could make it a
Yeah.
large full day of bouncing around park to park and just doing a walkthrough and
Yeah.
cleaning up. And then maintenance goes that Monday if it's like a weekend day and can pick up everything at all the parks and do one big dump.
For sure. Because I know Bridgepoint has helped like with the mulch spreading at Parmalee and that. I can talk to Craig, see if he wants to bring some people from Bridgepoint to one of the parks, and then I go to Bedford Alliance, so I can talk to some people from there if they want to send people out. I'm sure we can definitely tackle multiple parks on a weekend.
Like I said, as soon as I hear back up, if they've got more of a date outlook, we'll kind of try to align it all together in one.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Anything else?
Samaria,
Otherwise?
not so much, except the new drinking fountains there runs good. I took a sip of it. It's there, so finally got our drinking fountains in. Amazing.
White Park, I don't have any update from. Drinking fountain is in. I have not been over to see it yet operating and up. I saw them when they were doing the install, so I'll get over there and check it out. But I mean, they're all the like kind water fountains that we have put in. Like I said, I didn't get an update from 3B in terms of the destruction that may have been going. Actually, messaged me back. It's slowed down a bit. It's not gone, but it's gotten much better. So there's probably still trash around here and there. I haven't heard of any of the bleachers being tipped anymore and all. Like, it phased out. So
Did they do that fence move with the parking lot yet, or no? No.
it's not been voted on yet.
no,
Oh, really? They still got to vote on it.
correct.
No, they were waiting, I think, until October meeting.
They know about it.
Yes.
I didn't drop the ball.
No.
Parmalee, outside of Chase's updates, anything else?
There was no mess.
I know.
Like so did you get in touch with Mitch about garbage or anything? I mean, I went back there twice.
No,
And,
Chase, they got a formal complaint emailed into
but
township.
like,
So.
and Matt called me about it.
Oh, okay.
Like, probably when that first came in, not the one from the 21st, but you called me or you texted me like 10 days ago. Remember this? You remember? You texted me like 10 days ago. You said maintenance said yada yada with the trash in the back. And I went back there, and it's like the best it's ever been. It's not that bad. And I just went there
We fixed
again
it.
today, and there were no receptacles or anything that, no unapproved receptacles or anything. I went around and cleaned up with a bucket just cause, but like, I don't know. I mean, everything, it's the cleanest it's ever been back there. Honestly, that's why it's like, it's weird
That's
there's
good.
a complaint because.
Oh, that was the full garbage cans that they weren't able to go, the maintenance wasn't able to go clean up.
But those are gone too, so Mitch must have got those.
Must
or
have.
something. Like, did you tell him or nobody told him? Well, those weren't there anymore, so those must have gotten addressed, and the trash is not a problem in my opinion. 2 bucket loads was all I had, so I don't know. All is good there. The wood chips have not been spread. Whatever. Still just a mystery pile of wood chips sitting at the back end.
They will get moved at some point.
Maybe, yeah. But that's all.
Cars Grove.
Still looking to finish the fence, spray paint, or painting with Bedford Indivisible. It looks really great.
Yeah,
They
it
had
looks
a-
awesome.
I don't know, they had about 8 or so people out there the one day, and it was slow moving. Fence painting is slow, but
tedious.
yes, but it's there. We're not quite sure on the date for the pickleball, but it should be shortly. Everything's been approved. We went through the meeting with the Mannequin Smith and supervisors, and the person who's in charge of ASI.
Okay.
Actually, 2 people, so we have contacts and everything now too to get going on that.
Who is Bedford Indivisible?
It's a group in Bedford that's been volunteering. I don't know a lot of details about them.
Like not very old?
I think it's a newer group.
Fairly new, actually. Yes.
Like just citizens helping to clean stuff and.
Some of that. Some of it's also activism.
Do they have a Facebook page or like?
They do. They have a private Facebook group. Yes.
Interesting. Guess I'm not on Facebook anyway to see it, but where else would I learn of them? Would be the place I could learn about
Or
them.
come to township board meetings.
What's that?
Come to township board meetings.
Oh yeah, they come to the board meetings and make comments. Oh. Good for them, I guess. Okay, interesting.
Wheeler, I don't have any update. Same old. Probably looking to fall cleanup there as well. At least like trail cleanup.
Yeah. Picking up Tree of Heaven seed pods.
Yeah. That leads to comments from the public. Open again to public comment. Good. That leads to our final commissioner's comments. Aaron, we'll just go down the row. Matthew,
Nothing to add.
I don't have anything to add. Josh?
I'm surprised you guys have nothing to say. I mean, I got to say something. Yeah, fall cleanups, let's get a roll on that. If you know of different groups or people, let's figure out, go to each park that we have, let's see what needs to be done at each park cleanup-wise, so we can get a list of what needs to be done and what, and then figure out which groups are better suited for which task and job and make it go smooth. And then I would probably say let's get it done next month before November when it gets colder and, all that. Rest in peace to Charlie Kirk. Just really still devastating, what happened. Violence should ever be the answer when it comes to disagreement. Also, White Park. Hopefully the vandalism stops. We're looking into doing cameras at our parks, including White Park, so pretty soon we'll be able to start identifying people, especially people that want to take down our flags and burn them. I got some, I can't say choice things I want to say on camera, so let's just leave it at that. But whoever did burn the flag at White Park, I just want to say shame on you. Just shame on you. And that also happened the same day that Charlie was assassinated, the day before 9/11, so just really, really ticked about that still. Other than that, hope everybody has a good week, and Go blue.
Our next meeting will be October 13th. Let me make sure that date's right. I put it in there, but it is Monday the 13th, 7 p.m. here at Township Hall. I need a motion for adjournment.
Motion to adjourn.
I will second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everybody.